have trouble with knowing my own birthdays.
Okay.
Not just my wife's.
Right. Right. You're one of those pussies. Right, yeah. All right. So last that wasn't as seamless a transition
Now I'm all red.
as
I'm
I
getting
wanted
all embarrassed.
to. Yeah. Another seamless transition. Can we talk about last year's Hambletonian and the lead up to that? Now, bar hopping is like almost the opposite of Wallner, where he was everywhere, early, late, traveling everywhere, all across the United States and Canada. He was seemingly very tough horse, and I could watch him develop from each race. It felt like he was getting better and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I remember he was fourth, I think, in the good times, but flying late. And he was traveling. Then in the Beal, he upset Southwind Frank. And I think
in the elimination.
In the
elimination,
right.
and then he drew the dreaded 9 hole.
Yeah.
You know, so
but
it was
I think
a
he
very
still
tough
finished
spot.
third, right?
He did finish third.
So,
yeah,
so he was peaking. And I felt at the time that, man, this is a tough horse. You had Southwind Frank, who was kind of, it seemed like he peaked and was a slight decline.
No, I think he just got sore.
Right.
Frank just got sore.
Sure.
He was probably the best 2-year-old coming into it, whatever.
Yeah.
And, the fast times just caught up to him. He's a very, very talented horse. It just didn't work out for him.
I had felt like with the 2 heats that this was set up for bar hopping because he had showed the toughness. And it's like in an elimination race, I attribute it to overtime or an extra inning or whatever. That's where you got to dig down deep a little bit.
I still think the reason got him beat because the track dried out so much.
Okay.
It almost had that rainstorm. That everybody was going underneath the cover and stuff, and they just didn't even have the track was a little bit dry, and the horse just didn't come back good. And like you said, it was a little. I think he had 20-30 minutes extra time where he didn't get to race, and I think he dried out too much. And in the elimination, I said, I'm a winner. They're not beating me in the final. Jimmy's got him ready. The horse is awesome, feeling great, getting over the track good. And, come final time, he just didn't have it the last eighth of a mile.
And what was interesting, too, was last year it was just bar hopping. And in the other elimination, it was Marion and Frank, and they had to battle it out. They went a huge mile. And then you're sitting good. And, I mean, you were aggressive. You put him in the right spot to win.
Yeah.
And it was like, it just...
Going at the half, I moved back to the half, and I said, I'm a winner. I said, I'm going to win the Hambo right here. And the horse just the last eighth just come up a little bit short and went on top of his game. After the first heat, like I said, I didn't think I could get beat. I was going into it so confident that I couldn't lose the race.
And it's not like he went downhill from there because he came back to win the Breeders' Crown.
He did.
Just to show how tough.
That's why I was thinking with the wind and everybody thought it was going to rain and they just didn't have the water into the racetrack. And I think it just hurt my horse a little bit.
So, I mean, listen, you can't say it's just one race because it's a Hambletonian. But the horse ended up winning a whole bunch of other races and big ones. Yeah. He came back, Breeders' Crown, stomped
He finished the year off great. He won the Breeders' Crown and everyone win at Lexington, and he had a really good year.
Do you think that something like that, have you seen, because you've driven a lot of horses that now are sires, so is that something you can, and this isn't a shameless plug for bar hop. I don't even know where he's standing, but to me, bar hopping showed he's tough.
Oh, absolutely.
And I wonder, have you seen that transfer from sires into their now 2- and 3-year-olds?
Well, I think horses like him are kind of special. You don't really know about him, but they ended at the year really, really good. I keep going back to Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou at 3, his last, 5 or 6 starts, he's kind of unheard of.
Sure.
Heston Blue Chip went everything. And with the Gorell rule, Heston Blue Chip had to come back at 4. Didn't perform good at 4. Sweet Lou come back at 4 and was amazing.
Sure.
So it's kind of flip-flop, whichever way you want to look at it. But Hurt Heston helped Sweet Lou, coming back at 4.
Sure.
And but Heston actually ended up he beat Sweet Lou his whole 3-year-old year, from mid-season on. But bar hopping the same way. He had a great 3-year-old year, and then he got injured after his last start and went to stud. So I think he's very well bred, and he made a lot of money on the racetrack and he was fast. So I think he's going to be a nice sire.
So I guess we can kind of wrap this whole shindig up. You've and this is one of the few days off that you actually have, and you're spending it with me. So I don't know if I feel like I suckered you into this because I don't even think you knew. You looked at the day like, oh, I have days off. Yeah, I'll go with Ryan. Darn it, I'm here on this day off. But now is it important to get a day off because you guys are running all over the place? Everybody's going crazy, whether it's owners, drivers, trainers, horses. Is it important to find these days off, to find these nights off where you can just not think about horses? Or is it too much? You're too into it where you're always thinking about it?
You're always thinking about it. You just hopefully you get a few hours where you can relax and not have to drive somewhere, drive a car, so it's a tough gig, but this is it's made me and my family, very fortunate. We have things that we wouldn't have otherwise with the horses. So, I have to take the good with the bad.
I'm interested though, like Hambletonian night and the following Sunday, because to me it's like this is supposed to be the biggest event, and I feel like it's almost criminal that we have racing after the Hambletonian just that day.
I agree.
And I feel like we should be able to celebrate the entire day and not have to just move on to the next one. So what do you do Saturday night and Sunday?
Well, Saturday we usually come home and Ash's family's out here and my family, and we just come back here to my house and we just relax. Have cookout or, hopefully maybe get in the pool and stuff like that. But on Sunday, I always got to be up early to go to Chester.
Okay, so
11:40 check-in at Chester.
So how long? So is a day enough? Do you think for you to relax, or just in general? Do you think we should have even racing on Sunday?
I don't think we should have to race on Sunday. I think that's a big thing. And
Sunday after Hambletonian.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
In our big days, we only have 5 or 6 really big days.
Sure.
And I think that should be that track's big day. And we should be able to enjoy it. Like Adios Week, at the Meadows, they're having it right now. Adios, we'll race in the Adios in the afternoon. We have to get back to Meadowlands Saturday night to race
Hambo Oaks
eliminations. It used to be the Hambo and the Oaks eliminations, but it makes it tough, because you don't get to stay. If you win the Adios, you don't even get 10 minutes to celebrate it.
Yeah.
You got to get on the plane and
back on a jet,
get back and go back to race at the Meadowlands. So
because you want to win the Oaks.
Yeah, you want to win the Oaks.
You want to win the Oaks.
I guess we're being greedy.
Right.
I guess we could just not go.
But it's I feel like if anybody in any sport, any athlete, if you ever hit that point of contention, that's kind of where you really just is where you stop going to.
I mean, when you win the Super Bowl, you get the next day off. You get the next 3 months off. And that doesn't happen in our business. We're an entertainment group. We work weekends. We work
nights,
holidays.
days. Yep.
We work every day. So that's just part of it, and that's what we do.
So Saturday we'll look forward to seeing you in the winner's circle, and then Sunday in the
at Chester.
In the Harris Philly winner's circle. With the Oaks too. You've won the Oaks already.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, because we got Ariana G and I've always felt like it's a little bit underwhelming, the Phillies route. There really isn't a Phillies route. Right. Like with the boys we have the dancer, we have all, we used to have the Zweig that's moved around and stuff like that, but and the dancer and the Beal and there's this nice little path set up. Do you think that we should try to have the Philly versions of those races so that we can build up to the Phillies? Because this is the first time you're all meeting together.
I agree. Absolutely. They should have it where it's set up and, the press and everybody else can have a big to-do about it. So, with the Colts, I think we should go back to heats, not heats on the same day, but Saturday to Saturday,
okay.
Have eliminations on Saturday and come back. That way everybody can talk about it and have an uproar about it, who did and who didn't make the final and stuff like that. And it would make a better race on that Hambletonian day.
Sure. So to kind of bring things full circle, you got Wallner, you got Long Tom. Real quick, what about Enterprise? Do you have any insight on that? Are you driving him or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll probably be with Long Tom or Wallner.
Okay.
Wallner probably. But,
so that'll be the game plan.
Yeah.
All right. So we got those two to look forward to. That's all money, right? As far as the Phillies. Any other Phillies?
No, that's it. I had another one, but she got in with That's All Money.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with That's
and
All
then
Money.
You got to go and win the Adios. Have you won that race before?
I've never won the Adios.
Okay, so it's one of the few. Wow, on the checklist of.
Yep.
Do you want to give a quick insight as to? Well, actually, this will air after the Adios. So, do you want to give a quick?
Huntsville's good.
Huntsville's gonna win.
He's very good. No, I hope I win. For Snicker and the Connections, but. It's a tough race.
You want to win it for yourself. You want that check.
I want to get paid.
Do you have any of the trophies, or does that go to the owners and the trainers?
We get some trophies. We have all the Breeders' Crown trophies,
okay.
and we have Meadowlands Pace trophies and stuff.
Okay, you got 5 of them.
I have 5 of those.
Dude,
yes.
we got to get your rings
One
now,
for the thumb.
right? One for the thumb. Yeah. So first Adios, second Hambletonian. How many? third Oaks?
Yeah, it would be my fourth Oaks.
Fourth Oaks.
Yeah, if I could win it again, it would
Fourth
be my
Oaks. Let me just. Sorry about that.
For sure.
All right. You guys got to Chase Campbell with what's he got? 6?
Too many.
Too many. Yeah.
Too many.
So Tim Tetrick. House Tetrick, son
Tetrick.
of Thomas.
Yep.
Again, right over his head, and hopefully we'll see you in the winner's circle.
I hope so.
And at Philly the next
On
day.
Sunday, yeah.
All right, thanks, Tim.
You got it.